Peacemaker. If you haven't been watching the Peacemaker show, I just gotta say, spoilers alert. There's gonna be a whole lot of spoilers because I'm gonna be talking about it in this video. The show is one of my favorite shows in the history of shows. In the history of TV. It is one of the greatest shows ever made. And Peacemaker, the character himself, who is essentially an irrelevant character in the DC universe, all thanks to James Gunn, had made him an icon. Obviously he started off in the Suicide Squad sequel as Peacemaker, and John Cena himself played the character and is still playing the character in the show. And I gotta say, John Cena came a long way from Marine. And if you haven't seen Marine, he plays a Marine who is not retired, but he's not a Marine. He's off-duty Marine that saves his girlfriend or something. I forgot the movie, but he was more like what you call a soap opera acting.
I'm afraid the prognosis doesn't look good. Your fiancé has slipped into a coma. All we can do now is wait.
Horrible acting, really bad. But the movie is kind of good, I liked it. Something to watch for sure. It's one of those movies. Something to watch. It's one of those. But he does a phenomenal job as Peacemaker. And I got to say, his acting skills have indeed developed immensely. And I believe that he's been taking acting classes. And I got to say, again, it did very well. It definitely shows that he's such a great actor. Even in the serious moments in the show, you can see the drama. You can see the intensity in his facial expressions.
Nice.
Really great stuff, honestly. So yeah, the show is such a good show. If you haven't watched it, I recommend it so much. You should watch it. And again, thanks to James Gunn, this character and the DC people of the company itself should thank James Gunn for basically reviving the universe itself, the DC universe, because it was kind of getting bad, especially after Justice League. Yeah. The Batman series, with Christian Bale and Robert Pattinson, they did a great job. Even Ben Affleck, the costume of Ben Affleck was pretty good. Ben Affleck himself sucks. Ben Affleck is a soap opera actor for sure. Anyway, back to Peacemaker. So again, spoilers alert. You're dumb if you haven't watched it. You should watch it before you watch this video. Season 1, let me give you a plot about season 1. Basically, was about these butterfly-like creatures from outer space inserting themselves in the brains of the elite. At first, that's what happened, to take control of the governments of the world. But then the plan was to insert themselves in every human being in the world. But then the Peacemaker and his group of renegades of the Argus department managed to stop them and save the world. So it's a really good show. Okay, and here's what I got to say about that season. The duration of the video was tolerable. Not like when it comes to the end of the video, I'm not like, freak. I don't feel like breaking my TV or computer or my phone, which is usually the case as I'm watching on my phone. I don't feel like breaking it because the show is over. It's tolerable. I could wait when the next show is released. Season 2, in other hand, though the difference in duration is only about 5 to 6 minutes. And the season 1 episodes are around 40 minutes long. Season 2 is 36 to 35 minutes, I believe. But it matters so much. It really does. I don't know what's up with James Gunn. He couldn't think of more things to put in the episode. At least 4 minutes of stuff, 5 minutes maybe. But it sucks because I do feel like breaking my phone or TV or computer, whatever I'm watching the show on. So yeah, fix that, James Gunn. For God's sakes, I mean, you already filmed the show and it's over with. I guess I got to deal with it. But again, I just want to break the freaking. I'm so mad because I got to wait all the way to Thursday to watch the next episode. That being said, the show itself, when it started, okay, the first show, let me say this, that it was revealed that he finds himself in a different dimension, right? And he kills him. Great show. Second show sucked. Third show sucked. I'm like, I'm just watching it because I can't, like, I'm invested already because I watched 3 shows of this season. I gotta watch the rest. Episode 4 again sucked. Here's the thing. Here's what's really wrong with it. Season 1, the dialogue and the action ratio was pretty good, pretty balanced. Season 2 sucks. It's more dialogue than action. So even with the reveals at the end to keep, like a hanger to keep you excited for the next show, it's not worth it. There's basically no, other than the first show or the first episode, there's no real hangers that kept me like, oh my God, I gotta wait for it. Even though I still had to wait for it, I'm still, gonna watch the next episode. But I'm saying it's not as exciting as it was in season 1. So that's a problem. Okay, that's one problem that I have with that. Another issue that I have with that, again, like, is the dialogue and action ratio, which I think that's what I was just mentioning. Yeah. So yeah, that's really it. I guess that's all I got to say about that, honestly. Exciting thing. Episode 6 was released, and as we all knew, at least the smart ones amongst us, like myself, because I had a clue. I followed and connect the dots that the world that that Christopher Smith, the Peacemaker, felt most comfortable in is a world that's run by Nazis. I guess that's expected because he was raised by a Nazi, basically. So he was pretty comfortable in that world. Now, I would say this. Obviously, he wasn't paying attention that there was no black people or, any minority groups around. He wasn't paying attention because he wasn't really searching for that, right? And he was really focusing, obviously, the distraction is that his brother's still alive and his father. And they both love him. His father loves him. And his brother, who loved him always and died, is still alive, right? And another thing, that Emily Hardcore is also this lovable girl that loves the shit out of him. Just basically thirsting after him. And I mean, why would he pay attention to anything else? You know what I'm saying? There's so much great stuff in that world for him. So the reveal wasn't much as a reveal because kind of like, here's how I knew that's obviously what's going to happen, that this world is really run by Nazis, is the fact that when he said this about the Kardashians.
Also, why do all my clothes look like the Kardashians' furniture, huh?
Who are the Kardashians?
Seriously?
Like, obviously, is run by Nazis because black people are not around. They're the ones who gave the Kardashians their fame. The only reason the Kardashians are famous in this world is because they slept with very popular and very famous black athletes and artists. So, that was the only clue I needed to know the plot. Oh, now I'm excited for episode 7. Episode 6 was a great freaking episode. Really, really great. So episode 7, I'm just wondering what's going to happen. Because episode 6, you saw Adebayo, whatever her name is, running for her dear life because there's a mob of racist, white naturalist Nazis running after her, trying to kill her. Here's what I think is going to happen. They're going to catch her. And they're going to take her to Argus. They're going to take Emily, Emily Hardcore. They're going to keep her in Argus and locked up together. Because, Emily, as you know, if you haven't seen episode 6, you should watch it because she was already in Argus and her doppelganger walked in and pointed out that that's not her. And obviously, they're going to take her and put her in, and probably a Peacemaker's going to act like, who's this? Oh my God, he's going to act shocked like he had no idea. So they're going to lock him up so he can come up with a plan to break them out. John Economos, he was on the ground. His father, Christopher Smith, Peacemaker's father, stabbed him in the hand. He basically told them everything, right? Like, we're here to get Christopher Smith, your son, who's not really your son because he killed your son. Your real son is dead. And I'm like, fuck, what the hell? It's such a complex thing in the end of the season, episode 6. It's like, how they're going to get out of this? But, obviously they will somehow. And I'm excited to know exactly how that's going to work out. But that is my theory. I think Adrian, because he met his doppelganger, vigilante, and apparently vigilante of that world is not a racist. And he's actually a part of we call a rogue group, I don't know, freedom fighters, I guess you call them. I don't know what to call them, who are against the system, the Nazi system, or fighting Nazis by blowing up innocent people, I guess. I don't know how that works. But yeah, so he and the vigilante of the Prime world, the Prime universe, will get together with Peacemaker. And I'm guessing that vigilante of that Nazi world is probably going to try to kill Peacemaker because he is not entirely sure, even after the Peacemaker from Prime, or Prime Vigilante, excuse me, is going to try to convince him that Peacemaker is okay dude, he's not a racist, and blah, 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 blah. And they're going to get together and try to, and not to mention, who haven't been revealed yet, did he even make it to that universe? What's his name? Judo Master. He didn't show up in episode 6. So yeah, he might be there somehow. I don't know even how that's possible, because he ran after Peacemaker. And in episode 5, Peacemaker didn't even acknowledge that he ran out of, like, there's no mentioning of Judo Master actually entering that realm or that universe and trying to catch Peacemaker or anything like that. Like, what happened to Judo Master? So I think there's going to be a surprise in episode 7 where they're all going to team up and try to get them out of that universe. But anyway, what do you like about the show? Leave a comment down below. What is your theory? What do you think is going to happen in episode 7? I hope to God, because they showed us that Lex Luthor is going to work with Argus. I hope there is a Nazi Superman. Please let there be a Nazi Superman. Please. Leave a comment down below. Please like and subscribe. I understand this is a total waste of time. Usually my videos are all like that. So I appreciate you for watching if you have been watching. And thank you. Peace.